EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Silicon Valley. And with a foghorn sounding behind us, that can only mean one thing, and that is it's time for football at Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Visiting sideline, their head coach. His guys looking good right out the gate, off to a 2-0 start.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis. Here's Eddie Pinheiro to get things started. And we are underway now from Silicon Valley. And able to get this out to the 25. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And trotting out there leading them is their 4th-year quarterback.
And he's had good success here already this season throwing the football. 6 touchdown passes in his 2 games. He's really got this offense playing with a lot of confidence, trying to establish themselves early as a Super Bowl contender.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down. Here's McCarthy. Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
It's a gain of 25 yards on the play. And the Vikings first down.
On play action. Now McCarthy. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Throwing is McCarthy. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Looking to throw McCarthy. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. They'll get 8, but they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive because that's not enough. The Vikings send out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. So here are the Niners now to get their first drive. And a peek at the man under center. He has 5 full years in the league under his belt. Now in year number 6.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the 1 being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. There wasn't plenty of practice. He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly, but they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks, but as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Purdy looking to throw. Down that right side, it's McCaffrey. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. The Niners at 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
That's another 49er first down. 1st and 10.
Here's Purdy. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Purdy off the play fake. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
McCaffrey is in. Touchdown, 49ers.
Touchdown, 49ers.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. That time, a 9-play drive. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. You look at this Niner defense. They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to look at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. 3rd down from the gun, McCarthy. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And no one there to stop it. Gets at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. And he had a short touchdown run last series. 4 carries, good yardage as well. Pretty good all around, really, Charles.
It was, because think of the drive that created all of that, right? The ability to carry the football.
That went out wide and intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll go play action. Here's McCarthy. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Open man, that's Fulton. Just a gain of a couple there. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but
under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. And this one is right down the middle. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing the coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 54 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because in a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Back to throw, Purdy. That one complete to his receiver, Jennings. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
They go play action here. Purdy got his man complete over the middle. That's Jennings. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to bring up second down. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Here now, 3rd and a yard.
3rd and 1.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And the pressure gets to McCaffrey as they stop him short of the line to gain. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. This time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Now a 2nd and 10. Purdy now to throw. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. Now he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Brandon Ayuk, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now McCarthy. Get there and bring him down. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This will be fielded at the 17. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Purdy. This pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the 1st half. Now Purdy. Over the middle, complete. It's Jennings. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Throwing here, Purdy. That's complete to Pearsall. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
Complete to Ricky Pearsall. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
And he quickly clocks it, and they're going to have a good shot at getting 3 here before the break. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This is up and good from Pinheiro. So halftime here, but no break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the 2nd half. And it's a pretty good return here as they'll get this up to the 29. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking for the out route, and he's got it. It's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Looking to throw. Purdy will get this into the hands of Ayuk.
It's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Pass caught by Pearsall. 2 catches in the 1st half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
That's another 49er 1st down. 1st and 10 at the
Purdy will look to throw again here. Got a man. That's Ayuk. And across the track into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Brandon Ayuk with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Niners have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. Looking to put a drive together. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Now 2nd and 9.
At the 36-yard line.
Throwing is McCarthy. Addison hauls it in. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind out for first down.
And the Vikings, first down.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Second down and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
McCarthy off the play fake. They're going for Jefferson downfield. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Justin Jefferson, 44 yards. And the Vikings get a bit closer. Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 24-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
13 yards on the play. And the 49er, first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
Purdy from the gun. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
It's a gain of 11. And the 49er, first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw. Completes it to Jennings. And he's got this down to the 35.
11 more yards. That's another 49er first down.
Purdy looking to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Another 49er first down. First and 10 at the 20.
Out of the gun, Purdy. A throw left side for Pearsall is complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
First down.
Shotgun now with Purdy. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Brandon Ayuk from 10 yards out. And the 49ers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. To the air with McCarthy. Here's a screen now for Pollard. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 34-yard line.
On play action, McCarthy to the right side and complete to Jefferson. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Here's McCarthy. Open man, that's Felton. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
If I could put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Now McCarthy. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. McCarthy, he'll send to throw it. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And this throw will be intercepted. And the Niners are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball in a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Play action, now Purdy. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd down and 10.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped just short of the 1st down marker at the Vikings 28. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
Gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Trying to get to the outside. This is McCaffrey. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
That's another 49er.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
5-yard line.
First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
McCaffrey, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Niners are closing in on a third straight victory to start the campaign. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Eddie Piñeiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. And now out comes Minnesota. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. They'll send the tight end in motion left. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Looking to put a drive together. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Here we go. 60 by 6. 60 by 6. Let go.
Working out of the gun is McCarthy. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. Touchdown, Vikings! T.J. Hockenson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Vikings get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The numbers throwing the ball have been great. He's up over 300 yards now for the game.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Again, that's Watkins. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 19-yard line.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Get set.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Here we go. Yellow. Up.
Now Purdy. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
A gain of 2. Brings up
Looking to throw McCarthy. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hawkinson. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
First and 10 at the
From the shotgun, McCarthy. And that will be off target and incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. 3rd and 8. Throwing is McCarthy. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
And it's 4th down.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.